Creativity is an addiction. You know what it does to you, and you know what you can't do when you don't have it. And it has a mind of its own, and you've got to figure out how you're going to build up this relationship with it and have conversations with it. And I know it'll turn its back to you, and you're going to go, what? And it's work. It's daily work. You've got to build up this connection that you have with creative energy. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Well, here you are. Here we are, in this moment of now, the presence of now. Strange place. It just continues to get weirder. Is that a word? Weirder? It really does. It seems like we keep binge watching shows that are serving more as an advertisement for PETA than it is to serve what it is that they're trying to do. And I'm talking about Tiger King 1 and now Tiger King 2. And everybody just loves this zoo. And PETA loves the fact that they're on there because that's how they are breaking down these roadside zoos that are illegally treating these animals horribly. And I talked with Brittany Pete just a few minutes ago, and that's the reason why it's fresh in my mind right now. The conversation we'll post a little bit later on my podcast called Like It's Live. Wow. Within the power of choice, the ability should always remain. That was the first thought that hit me this morning. Within the power of choice, the ability should always remain. The ability to keep connected to a less stress-filled ambition. I joked around with a guest the other day. She was turning 40 the next day, and she was really embarrassed about it. And I said, you know what? You can't act that way, because it gets amazingly better at 50 and above, because you always have the right to tell people no. But for some reason, you've got the confidence and the courage to really mean no at 50 and above. And when you do that, you go, yeah. This is my life now. I'm tired of helping other people make their own money, and I only get like a small sliver of it. So you choose to say no. And when you do, there's also a very big chance that you're going to create a very large crack in the sidewalk that can't be repaired. The ability to be willing without waiting too long. Life doesn't stop. We do. That's tough to chew on. Life doesn't stop. When you sit down to rest, life is still going. It's we who choose to just stop. It's a choice. And some might argue that claiming such a thing is a disconnection with a conversation, because the body refuses to listen, and all you've got to do is you've got to start respecting the body. The heart itself is a shadow maker, even during times of darkness. Letting it lead in all decision making isn't always the best answer. What you have to do is you have to have the ability to say, whoa, I've got some ambition here. I've got some dreams. I don't want to sit down and let life happen because the heart isn't agreeing with what's going on. So through daily writing, through meditation, through prayer, through conversations with other people, you learn to have the body fully connected. You have to have that courage and that confidence. Do not wait until 50 and above to say no to certain things. Be courageous now. And when you say no, mean it and stick to it. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. And because I am a daily writer and I believe in stream thinking and stream writing, these thoughts such as within the power of choice, the ability should always remain. Those are the things that can build a new step to take. And because we're always asking questions, we just can't find the needle in the haystack. This is The Daily Mess. When the body hurts so bad, so does the imagination. When goals aren't being met, the rest of the body screams desertion. Teaching the system to move through walls and mountains is an everyday delivery. You can't just do it when you're in the mood for it. You can't do it when you've got the energy for it. You've got to do it every single day. The greatest moments don't always have to be the big moments. The best part of most adventures is usually the small stuff. The pains that we face daily are designed to knock us to the side, to pull us away from the personal missions that we've put ourselves on, only to be standing knee-deep in a puddle of used to be. I meet people every day that are standing in those very waters. You get so far and then suddenly you shift to a different challenge and or calling. Does the body truly hurt? Or is it the imagination painting the image of just another excuse? In all things and places, there's always going to be opportunity. And the lists to chase them keep getting longer. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of miles of excuses as to why you didn't want to chase something. And that's the key word, chase. Eventually, the door isn't going to be locked, and you've got to walk through it. And in getting through it, all of the poisons that have been put into your body seem to disappear for the moment. So when you face that wall or that mountain and you're trying to get through it, you're trying to get your entire self through it. What would happen if you just reach through it with one finger? I think the rest of you would follow once you find out what's on the other side. So quit trying to throw your whole self into it, because that's how you're going to get injured spiritually as well as creatively. And just touch it, reach through it with your finger. That's how you move through mountains. That's how you understand the chase is not important. What's important is that you took a chance on learning how to get better opportunities. And through those opportunities, you personally grow. A good example would be that, let's just say that you want to try a manager's position. Hang out with a manager. I mean, don't just sit there and do their job for them. Do it because you're teaching yourself how to do that position, and you find out that you either like it or you don't. That's why I've always believed that school teachers, the first year that they go into their education at a university, they should also be at a school to find out if what's going on in a public school is really where they want to sink their investment. Because I have seen it so many times where teachers have come out with their degrees and they get into class and they immediately bolt because it's not what they were trained to do. So you've got to be able to do it one little fingertip at a time, a fingerprint even, and really study what it is that you want to do. It's like people that get into radio. There are so many people that will go to these universities, they'll go to these different specialty schools and stuff like that. And once they get inside the industry, or they can't get inside the industry because nobody's really planting beginners anymore. And so when they get into it, it's like, yeah, I want to be the morning man. Really? One day in the business and you're ready to be the morning man? You know, those are positions that you grow in. Like podcasting, I'll give you a good example on that. People think that because they're not instant stars, they're barely going to get past the episode number 7. And because it's not what they thought it was. But if you just barely put yourself into it and then grow with it, the rest of you will follow. It really does work, but it's going to take time. And you've got to be able to have the perseverance to move through those different storms that you're going to face and to learn more about what's going on without being somebody who's chasing something. I'm going to chase a dream. I'm going to chase this. I'm going to spend the rest of my life chasing. And really what you want to do is you want to be what you've dreamed to be. And it doesn't always involve chasing. In fact, I don't think I've ever chased anything. It's just letting the moment of now happen. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.